You know what's awesome? What? Voting. I fucking love voting! You get the pen, you do all the marks, you get a sticker. Participating in the democratic process, fulfilling your civic duty, all that. Super good stuff. The only bummer about voting is I just feel like I always have all these questions, like, when am I voting? Where am I voting? Luckily, there's resources that can help answer all of those questions and even more. Places like vote.org, they're a nonprofit that has everything you could ever want to know about voting listed on their website. Voter registration, all the ways you can vote, and even deadlines and guidelines by state. Well, it says here the next election's November 3rd. That's pretty close. That's right. Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020. Probably one of the most important elections of our entire lives. Please vote. Ah, yes, the infamous party parrot. Although their natural habitat is normally Slack and other software that are symptoms of late-stage capitalism, we have here party parrots that have somehow achieved independence in a new environment. You may ask yourself, how did they get here? And as you let the days go by, you may ask yourself, how do you work this? Well, let's take a look. The party parrot exists as a GIF with a hard G. I traveled to the cult of the party parrot, and after paying my respects, I downloaded the GIF to exist on my hard drive. Bringing the GIF into Photoshop, you can see the parrot's different layers that create the party. I resized the layers depending on resolution required. These were placed next to each other to create a sprite sheet that could be split up as a tile grid in CircuitPython. Speaking of, that brings us to the code. The bitmap is loaded into the code and is chopped up, not unlike a veggie platter, at a party. The animation effect, or really party, is achieved by iterating through the tile grid pieces after a set amount of time. If you're partying with a clue, then there are 4 tile grids that are displayed to create the 4x4 display of parrots, not unlike a Zoom call. There are 2 speeds that these parrots party at. They either vibe or get hyped, and to make an even bigger party, the parrots are randomized, so you never quite know when a party will start, even if you walk in. And this is it. It's a party parrot on a matrix and a clue. Clue you'll see a little better in B-roll, a little blown out with the camera settings. And in their current form, they serve literally no purpose other than pure entertainment. I mean, come on. So this is actually came from an idea I had back in July, which kind of feels like 5 years ago at this point, when I was working on the Blinka jump game, and I had animated Blinka to move her neck, and it made me want to play with animations in CircuitPython more, and so that's when I thought about the party parrot, and thought that'd be what a great candidate to animate. For me, coming from a video background, it's really cool that you can kind of use code to create these animations and adjust the timings and such without having to render everything out or use specialized software. So for me, I just think that's really cool. Would love to experiment more, integrate it into projects in other ways as well. Overall, it's a party parrot. Come on. And although the Matrix version is probably the most eye-catching, it's a little bigger scale, personally, the clue, it's really cool because it's not only an animation example, but it's got so much going on because you've got randomization, you're playing animations at the same time. So not only is it great to show off the animation ability of CircuitPython, but also the multitasking ability using time monotonic. So for me, that's also really impressive. And the clue is so small, and then the parrots are even smaller, so it's great. But that's going to do it for this video. I'll have links down in the description for the example code for both the Matrix and the Clue versions, along with the graphics that you'd need to run both, and a link to the history of the cult of the party parrot. It has a very interesting and storied history that I think will put it on par with other urban legends that we all know and love. I think it would definitely be something that would be, featured in a VH1 I love the insert decade here. Definitely, yes. But thank you for watching, and stay safe so that later we can all party together again.